Hi, my name is Shannon and welcome to my channel. I am so excited for this video because I feel a personal responsibility to do this video. And the reason for that is Byredo just launched an Absolute Parfum of one of their most popular, most iconic fragrances, Bal d'Afrique. I have two of the other Absolus and I think they're great. I like them. I have no problems. And I haven't done videos on them. But Bal d'Afrique, we needed a moment. So if you are curious, then just keep watching. I want to clear the air before we dive into the review, which is number one, that I love the House of Byredo. I started my perfume journey with Byredo from the beginning, and I started exploring niche perfumes, Gypsy Water, Bal d'Afrique, Mojave Ghost. I've loved Desert Dawn. I've loved some of their new releases. So that being said, I am a big Byredo fan, but I will not be biased. I will give you my honest opinion. So let's first talk about the original Bal d'Afrique. So I have my beautiful Bal d'Afrique right here. So I will tell you, this is a citrusy, fresh vetiver scent. It's very unisex. It's very easy to wear. It's not very strong from a performance perspective. It knocks my socks off. I mean, this is 12 out of 10, 15 out of 10. I love this scent profile. And I was so excited for the Absolute version because I wanted a stronger version of that. So this one for me is top 10 for life. So just so you know where my baseline is coming from, and let's talk about some of the notes in the original Bal d'Afrique. Bal d'Afrique is a very aromatic citrus. So it has lemon, marigold, there's black currant, some orange flower at the top. Then you've got some florals, which I don't pick up a lot on. I'm just going to put it out there. There's violet and jasmine in the mid, a flower I can't pronounce. I won't try to. And then lots of vetiver, some musk, amber, and cedar. I don't take this to be particularly musky or heavy. It stays very fresh and light and uplifting. I need to spray this because I love it so much. And I want to be, not that I need reminding, but I want to be reminded before we get into the Absolu. Oh, it's just like I know and love. It's just like that. Fresh, slightly woody, lots of vetiver, beautifully crafted. I mean, this is all day, every day kind of wear, lovely fragrance, and just I'm a huge fan. So let's test the Absolute together. You could probably tell from my description and adoration for the original that I'm a big fan, right? So when I found out that this launched, I had zero self-control and I didn't think I needed it. I went ahead and I blind bought the Absolute version. So, bottle's pretty much the same. They like to do this textured lid on the Absolute version. So no surprises there. So let's give this a little sniff together, shall we? I've smelled it before, but we're going to do this together and we're just going to take it step by step. My first impression, my immediate reaction to this was genuine confusion because this is a very sweet perfume. I knew there was praline in here. Actually, I didn't even look up the notes before I ordered this, but there is praline in here. But for them to go and change the DNA to me, so dramatically. So let's talk about the notes and then I can get into a little bit of the experience of the fragrance. Am I just ready to go and declutter right away? Like, what are my thoughts on this? So at the top, you have black currant, bergamot, and lemon. Then you've got that praline, musk, and violet. And then there's black amber, cedarwood, and vetiver. So the differences here is that you don't have those other florals. They've added in black amber and they've added in the praline notes. So those are really the biggest differences. There were some other top notes in Bal d'Afrique as well. I expected a little bit denser base from them, but what I didn't expect was that very sweet praline And there's a background of something that's reminiscent of Baldefrique in here because there is citrus in here. And the ironic thing, I'll be honest here, is that I don't dislike this fragrance. I think this is a very nice fragrance, and I like sweet fragrances. It does have some of the BR 540 sweetness wrapped around that Baldefrique, but I think what threw me off so much with this is that I just had such high hopes and such high expectations that it would be fresh and it wouldn't take such a steer in a different direction and go so sweet to me. So I do like this perfume. I think it's a very nice perfume, but if you put it in a different bottle and you called it something else, I would probably be like, yeah, I really like that perfume. It's really nice, but it's just not at all what I was expecting. So my advice to you for this fragrance is actually, it has really not that much to do with the original, in my opinion. It has some of the citruses, but the DNA really, I feel like, really has been altered. I still am quite confused. And I actually wonder, let me just think about how I can make this work, because I wonder if this is a base. I'm not a big layerer in perfumes. I kind of want my perfume to just work by itself. But this could be a layering situation where you layer this down and then you put the OG on top and you kind of figure out a way to make it work. But the sweetness in here, again, just really threw me off. I have it now and I'm going to continue to use it. I've worn it a couple times. I've, fully worn it. And again, to me, I don't dislike it. I really don't. I'm surprised because I own the Mojave Ghost Absolu and I also own the Blanche Absolu. And those two are actually very similar to the originals. They really didn't deviate that much. Blanche became less floral and Mojave Ghost became longer lasting, honestly. Like, I feel like the Mojave Ghost Absolu is, dead on to the OG, and I own both of those. I really do enjoy that scent as well. But Baldefrique, this one I'm going to have to continue to wear and test. I think I'm going to have a hard time. Kind of wish I got in the smaller size, honestly. I'm not upset that I have this, but I'm a little disappointed. Like, I'm just going to be honest. I'm disappointed that it's so different from the original. And I'm curious to know, I've seen a few reviews on it, but I'm curious to know, have you guys tried this? Are you a fan of the OG, or do you just think it's too light wearing? I am curious to check out the Sospiro. I'm blanking on it, but I have it written down somewhere. It's like Contralto or something like that, which I've heard is similar to the original Baldefrique, but stronger. So I need to go find out which Sospiro that was. But let me know, have you smelled this? What do you guys think? This might grow on me over time. And if I really don't compare the two, like I said, I don't dislike it. I really don't. So to me, this is a like. But for these, Absolu parfums, they're not cheap. You do spend a pretty penny on them. So if I had known that this would be a soft like, I definitely would not have picked it up. So I feel bad saying that because I really do love Byredo so much, but this is my honest opinion. You will always get my honest opinion here. So I hope that this was helpful. I am not saying go out and test this for yourself. Everybody has different preferences and experiences with perfumes, but I do hope this was helpful. If you had a certain expectation, I wouldn't recommend blind buying. So again, thank you for watching, and I hope this is helpful if you're curious and exploring this Absolu Parfum from Byredo. If you like the content, then don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.